With COVID-19 vaccine research and development in full swing, how would you prove to someone that you have an authentic vaccination certificate? We built an app to solve this by 1. Embedding a private data vault inside your phone with an option to store it in the cloud. 2. Storing your certificate and ID inside that vault. 3. Encoding a unique part of it onto a tamper-proof blockchain for later verification. And 4. Encoding it into a QR symbol that you can show to others. There's even a paper version, 5, with a printed QR code. In action, the app has 3 users with their own versions: a vaccine certificate issuer, such as a pharmacist, GP, or nurse, a certificate holder who wants to keep it privately, and someone who verifies the certificate when it is shown to them, for example, at a place of work or transport. The holder installs the app on their smartphone and registers. The registration lets them add their ID image and their selfie image. Once the registration is complete, a holder can approach a pharmacist who uses the app as follows. The issuer first scans a vaccine bottle and checks whether it is authentic. The issuer then scans the holder ID, which is displayed in the form of a QR code in the profile section of the holder app. Once the holder ID is scanned, the issuer then injects the holder with the vaccine, and then the issuer taps on Issue Certificate. The certificate is then encoded into a hash, a kind of encrypted fingerprint, and stored on the blockchain before it is converted to a QR code and displayed to the holder. When the issuer displays that QR code, the holder can receive the certificate by scanning that QR code. Once the QR code is scanned, the holder can store it in their private vault, which is called a solid pod, either in the phone or in the cloud. Now that the holder has a certificate, any verifier, such as an employer or a transport authority, can use our app to verify it. The verifier scans the holder's certificate, and a comparison against the hash code on the blockchain shows if the certificate is valid or not. That's all there is to it. Now, what happens if somebody tries to intercept your certificate or produce a fake copy? The beauty of the blockchain is that each entry is linked to the previous entry with a coded version of its contents, so any alteration breaks the whole chain and tampering is detected. But wait, what about the paper version we mentioned? Just as with the digital certificate, the issuer first checks the holder's ID for name and date of birth, but this time takes a picture of the holder to be included in the certificate. The certificate, including a QR code, is given to the holder in the form of a paper printout. The holder can then go to a verifier and get verified. That concludes the overview of our tamper-proof vaccination certificate. Please feel free to visit our website and contact email shown here.